Isn't it true that, in fact, constant flow of traffic at a moderate speed has a significant impact on emissions?
Co-Chair Kotek, Co-Chair Courtney, Representative Vial. Certainly, if efforts to reduce congestion can also have benefits in terms of reducing greenhouse gas emissions, in terms of just getting people through a particular place in geography in time. So there is a relationship between congestion and greenhouse gas emissions, and some of the work that's being done by Oregon Department of Transportation to look at how we manage congestion is relevant, is part of the equation for looking at transportation-related greenhouse gas emissions.
Follow up, Madam Chair? I'm curious about the data that seems to be clearer and clearer, that as we've tried to reduce transportation based on traditional surface transportation models using alternatives like light rail, et cetera, we've continued to overestimate the percentage of people that are going to use those alternative methods. And our consistent use of traditional surface transportation methods has continued to go up and up and up. If we assume that that's one place that we're not going to be able to really make much of a difference by trying to force people into something other than their cars, Senator Girard's point, we're going to get more and more electric vehicles. But I want to press you just a little bit further on this congestion issue. If we essentially don't address the need to move people efficiently around our urban areas, particularly, and between urban areas, aren't we more likely to see that transportation sector grow rather than reduce if we, in fact, do try to make that a more efficient movement?
Co-Chair Kotek, Co-Chair Courtney, Representative Vial, again, a combination of work to change the types of vehicles that people are in, moving to electric vehicles, moving people out of vehicles entirely, as I think your question may suggest, to other modes of transportation, and getting people to drive less are all strategies that are going to be necessary to address transportation-related greenhouse gas emissions. So I didn't talk a lot about the role of Transportation Growth Management, Oregon's land use program, but where people live in relation to where they work is also a piece of this equation that Oregon has paid more attention to than many parts of the nation, and needs to continue, in my opinion.